3, it's problem 3-60. It says Beatrice is weighing combinations of geometric solids. She found that 4 cylinders and 5 prisms weigh 32 ounces and that 1 cylinder and 8 prisms weigh 35 ounces. Write and solve a system of equations to determine the weight of each cylinder and prism. So we need a system of equations. So I'm going to just go back and reread it. She found that 4 cylinders, I'm going to use C for the weight of the cylinders. So I'm going to say 4 times however much each cylinder weighs, plus 5 times however much each prism weighs, is equal to 32. And I just got that from this sentence right here, because I'm letting C equal the amount, like the weight of each cylinder, and P equal the weight of each prism. So those add up to 32. And then the next sentence says, or the same sentence, says 1 cylinder and 8 prisms weigh 32. So that's 1 cylinder plus 8 prisms. Sorry, weigh 35, not 32. See if I got that right. Write and solve a system of equations to determine the weight of each cylinder and prism. So I'm solving for C and for P. So I think all I have to do now is just a system of equations. I can use substitution or elimination. To use elimination, I'd have to multiply this bottom one by -4 all the way through. I'm not really sure what -4 times 35 is. I'm going to use substitution. So I'm going to solve this one for C by subtracting 8P on both sides. So this will end up being C equals 35 minus 8P. And then I'm going to plug this C in right up there. So I'm going to write 4 times C, but instead of C, I'm going to write 35 minus 8P plus 5P equals 32. Okay, so I plugged this equation in to the top equation. So that's called substitution. And so then, well, I still end up having to find out what 4 times 35 is. 2 times 35 is 70. So 4 times 35, I think, would be 140. And then 4 times 8 is 32. Okay, so -32 and +5. I think that makes -27. And then I'm going to minus 140 on both sides. So 32 minus 140 is going to be some negative number. Let's see. 8. I think it's going to be 108. This is -108. So now I have 27P equals -108. So I'm going to divide both sides by -27. I know those are like my nines tables. I know, well, let's see, 9 goes in here 11 times. I think this ends up, actually this ends up being 4. P equals 4. Negative, okay, negative divided by negative is positive. And then I'm going to plug the P back in to find out, so the weight of the prisms is, I should write down ounces, right? Write and solve, so I'm going to write 4 ounces. And then the weight of the cylinders, I'll just plug it in. The cylinders equal 35 minus, well, 8 times 4 is 32. If I plug that 4 in right there. 35 minus 32 is 3. So the cylinders weigh 3 ounces and the prisms weigh 4 ounces.